Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're gonna do a detailed comparison of two mid-range phones, the Honor 6X with the Lenovo K6 Note. So these two phones are priced almost in the 15k price point, and they come with good specifications, and in this video we'll do a detailed comparison of these two phones and see which is the better device to buy here. So let's get started with the detailed comparison. So first step, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, you can see both are unibody metallic construction and come with a really good design and build quality. While we have a curved and a slimmer edges on the Honor 6X, we have again a curved edge on the Lenovo K6 Note. Neither of them are really outstanding in terms of design, but they look pretty good in the sub 15k price point. Now you can see that the front panel has 3 capacitive touch buttons on the Lenovo K6 Note, while it's on-screen buttons on the Honor 6X. So overall design looks pretty premium on both the phones for the price they're being sold at, and our choice in terms of design and build quality would be the Honor 6X, which wins by a slight margin. But again, a personal choice on which device you like. Now let's talk about the display. So we have a 5.5 inch screen size and a full HD, that's 1920 by 1080p display with 401 pixels per inch. Now the display quality looks really good on both the phones. They're pretty good. The color reproduction looks spot on, and also the viewing angles and touch response feels almost similar on both the phones. Now there is no clear winner in terms of the display performance, so it's a tie in terms of display performance for the Honor 6X and the Lenovo K6 Note. Now additionally, there is one thing here. We have touch buttons, capacitive touch buttons on the Lenovo K6 Note, so that gives additional screen space, while on the Honor 6X it is on-screen buttons. Now let's talk about the software and the performance. While both the phones run on Android 6.0 Marshmallow, we have a difference here. One is a custom UI which does not resemble the stock Android, and it's a completely customized panel, the EMUI with multiple home screens, while we have the Lenovo's Vibe UI with an app drawer and looks very similar to the stock experience. So first let's talk about the Honor's EMUI. So this UI is a heavily customized UI and does come with a lot of additional features. So we have a lot of options like smart assistants, we have a floating dock, motion control, one-handed UI, voice control. So these are some of the additional options available, and you also have support for themes. So there are lots of themes to download and customize. There is also a phone manager app which allows you to customize the device and optimize the device, and it is quite a good UI in terms of the features being offered. We have a custom notification center and quick toggles as well, but it does not have any resemblance to the stock Android, and it comes with multiple home screens devoid of an app drawer. Now talking about the UI on the Lenovo K6 Note, so we have the stock like UI with an app drawer on this device, and it does also come with a custom notification and quick toggle center. There are few themes to customize, and you can see the settings panel is almost similar to the stock experience. If you go to the feature, there are some additional tools like quick snap, double tap to wake, smart scene, some gestures for fingerprint scanner. There is support for VR mode and cinematic experience via the Theater Max, and there is also a support for dual app profile. So some added features are there, but it's a really simple UI in terms of the features being offered, and come with a stock like experience. So that's a UI on this device, and let's now talk about the performance. So the Honor 6X is powered by the Kirin 655 octa-core chipset, and that's a quite good chipset, and it is coupled with either 3 gigs of RAM or 4 gigs of RAM, and both have either 32GB storage or 64GB storage. But on the K6 Note we have 3 and 4GB RAM variant, but the storage is fixed at 32GB. Now both the phones come with dual SIM card, 4G LTE and VoLTE support, so in that aspect they are quite good. Now talking about the day-to-day experience, we would say both are pretty good in terms of the day-to-day experience. There was no lag or issues, and does the job really well in terms of the experience, and they are quite good in terms of the overall experience as well. Now talking about the gaming experience, again both are equally good and does the job pretty well. They are not really powerful chipset, and the gaming experience is above average on both the phones. So that was the software and performance aspect. Now looking at the Antutu score of these two phones, you can see that the Kirin 665 is slightly superior in terms of the benchmark score, and you can see the Snapdragon 430, it's an octa-core chipset which is slightly lower in terms of the benchmark scores. Now talking about the fingerprint scanner, you can see the fingerprint scanner is located on the rear panel, and the fingerprint scanner unlocks the device in really good time. Both are equally responsive. On the Honor 6X we have additional features like browsing the gallery using the fingerprint scanner. Some additional gestures are supported, so that's some added features. On the Lenovo K6 Note you do have some additional gestures like taking photos using the fingerprint scanner. Now additionally, one more thing on the Lenovo K6 Note is that it comes with Dolby Atmos support, which means the sound quality is really superb on the K6 Note, and the overall performance of the speaker is superior on the K6 Note. So that was the software and performance aspect. Now let's talk about the camera. So we have different camera setups on these two phones. We have a dual camera setup on the Honor 6X. It's a 12 plus 2 megapixel dual camera, while we have a 16 megapixel camera on the Lenovo K6 Note. We have dual tone dual LED flash on K6 Note, while it's a single LED flash on the Honor 6X. On the front facing camera we have 8 megapixel cameras on both the phones. Now talking about the camera interface, both provide a decent amount of options, but you can see the plethora of options available on the Honor 6X. So in terms of the camera interface, definitely it's Honor which provides additional features and modes to take the best capture. We also have this option to change the take photos using wide aperture, and then change the focusing after the photos has been taken. So that's another additional feature. So that is the camera interface. Now talking about the camera samples taken between these two devices. The Lenovo K6 Note performed pretty well in terms of the camera experience, and it's an above average camera, while the Honor 6X produced really good color quality. That's natural color, and it's not saturated or vivid colors, it's natural colors. So if you're a person who loves taking photos in really natural colors, then the Honor 6X with the dual camera setup is really good and produces really good clarity along with excellent sharpness levels. The K6 Note is not far behind. It also produces pretty good camera results and does the job really well. So that was the camera aspect of these two phones. Now talking about the front facing camera, here you can see that the Lenovo K6 Note produces better selfies than the Honor 6X. Now finally talking about the battery. So we have a 3350 mAh battery on the Honor 6X, while it's a 4000 mAh inbuilt battery on the K6 Note. Now the Honor 6X is one of those really good phones with a really good battery performance, and you could easily get through 1.5 days of usage on the Honor 6X, while on the K6 Note you can get to almost 1.5 to 2 days of usage on the 4000 mAh battery. So in terms of the battery performance, both are equally good, but the winner is the K6 Note. So now we have talked about almost all aspects about these two phones. So which is the better device to buy here? The Lenovo K6 Note 3GB RAM is priced at 13,999, and we also have the 4GB RAM available. So as of now we are not sure about the pricing of the Honor 6X, because we are taking this video before the announcement of the pricing. So at this time we are assuming that it should be around the 15K price point. There are two variants again, 3 and 4GB RAM with 32 and 64GB storage. So if you're really looking about a phone which is value for money, and you want the phone in a cheaper budget, then definitely the K6 Note is a better choice. But overall we would say the Honor 6X is a really good package with good cameras, highly customizable software, good battery life, and also good design and build quality. But then the K6 Note has this advantage that it has a stock like UI, then we have excellent battery performance, and software is also kind of good, along with the superior sound quality. So it all boils down to your personal preferences on which you want. If you want a camera, we would suggest the Honor 6X, but if you are looking for a better battery life, then the Lenovo K6 Note is a choice. So you have to set your own priorities and then decide the device. So that was the detailed comparison of these two phones. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.